Last night, MSNBC brought on Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, the socialist bartender turned congresswoman, and it was bad. Seriously, shame on the Bronx for electing her. I don't know what they saw in her, but anyway, if you have a sensitive stomach, go ahead and grab a bucket just to be safe, and let's roll it.
Great to have you here.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
So one of the things that has been fascinating is you've been doing these like Instagram montages of being sort of behind the curtain. Like, this is what it's like when you come just elected. Like, this is what orientation is about. I want to show people a little bit and then get your sort of thinking on what you're trying to do there. Take a listen.
All right, here we go. Congressional life, getting off to a glamorous start. See ya.
Okay, what are we watching? Is this what MSNBC calls news? It's a serious question. Honestly, why are you showing this? Why is it important for Americans to see this? I wouldn't even call this fake news. It's just not news. So I guess that makes it a little better than CNN, but you guys should really try harder.
What happens when you actually check into orientation? You get a swag bag. Look at that. Isn't that so cute?
No. Oh my God. No, Alex, this isn't cute. You have a job you're supposed to be doing. Guys, remember this because this is what pisses me off. $174,000. $174,000 is how much Alexandria is earning this year from us, the taxpayers, to do this. To vlog at work and then come on partisan news networks and react to her vlog. What a joke. Democrats are a joke. There's no defending this.
So I jokingly call it a swag bag, but what we actually need as elected officials is very high security data devices. So that's what's inside this bag, a new tablet and a new phone. Guys, there are secret underground tunnels between all of these government buildings.
Jesus Christ, so much wrong with this. You know, this may not seem like a big deal to some of you, but understand that this is a hacker's world we're living in now. We have enemies all over the place. They are constantly looking for ways in which to compromise our elected officials, and it's not smart to just volunteer information like that, you know? It's not smart to reveal to the world what types of security devices you're given, and the day you get them, and even the bag that you receive them in. Call me paranoid, but I'd rather err on the side of caution. I expect that of our congressman.
There's no special sauce to it. You just gotta be good at getting things done.
So I found this fascinating myself. What is your sort of thinking about this sort of like bringing your constituents in?
You know, I think it's so important that we humanize our government. I've kind of spoken about this before, about making it real, because a lot of times we'll tune in to cable news or we'll watch what's going on TV, and all we're reading about is bills and all we're reading about is legislation or the political dynamics. But I think it's really important that when we actually show people that government is a real thing, that it is something that you can be a part of, it's a process that we can transition into.
No, Alex, no, you're not supposed to have a seamless transition from bartender to congresswoman. If you can do that, then there's something seriously wrong with our government. And what the hell is this argument about humanizing our government? You want there to be less focus on bills and legislation? Are you kidding me? That is your job. That's your only job. We're not paying you a six-figure salary to watch you cook and do laundry and go on CNN and MSNBC.
It really kind of opens up the window to show that anyone can serve. And
is that the sort of idea here?
I think, you know, I think...
If you can work a dorm washing machine,
yeah,
which is what that looks like.
Wrong! 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 Wrong!
You know, I didn't go into it with some grand strategy.
Right. All right, yeah, big shocker there, Alex. Big surprise. You guys can watch the rest of the interview if you want. I'll link it in the description, but she basically goes on to endorse Nancy for speaker, so I guess Nancy managed to rein her in. But you know, if it isn't obvious to you after watching that segment, everything Alex does is for show. I don't even think she knows how to properly format a standard House bill, so that's something her aides will have to draft for her if she ever wants to propose legislation. Let's be real, she's just an average knowledge, average IQ New York bartender playing at congresswoman. She has no clue how to be an effective legislator, but unfortunately for the country, she clearly doesn't want to go back to mixing drinks for a living, so she's going to try to make this new career work. And she's going to play to her strength, which is basically caking up her face with makeup, taking lots of snaps and selfies, and vlogging about what a basic individual she is. You know, 2 years is not enough time to close the knowledge gap between her and Joe Crowley, assuming he does try to get his seat back in 2020. So the only way she wins re-election election is by presenting this innocent, playful, relatable image, but unfortunately for the Democrats, every time she opens her mouth, her ignorance comes out, which she can't help, and it ends up making the party look bad. So it'll be interesting to watch how they end up managing her over the next 2 years. Okay, I think that's it for this one. I do want to thank everyone who helped us out with the retweet after yesterday's video, and if you missed that, please check it out as it concerns the fate of this channel.